evening and welcome to the Season 10 weekend special of Summit Sessions Live. I'm your host, Charlie Fawson, and we are here inside Moore Hall Studios at Central Michigan University. We are here tonight with very special guests, a live audience made up of family, friends, and students here at Central Michigan University. We also have a group watching live in Moore 105. Thanks for being here, everybody. There they are. This is a student-produced program that's coming to you live on MHTV, our YouTube Live channel, and the Mountain 91.5. Our amazing audio mix is brought to you by Moore Media Records. Oh, knocked him out of his chair. Don't forget to send your questions for our bands on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions or in the comments section right here on our YouTube Live. We'll also be taking questions live from our audience here in the studio. In light of what has happened over the last week, tonight's performance will be dedicated to the students and staff of Michigan State University. Music has always helped humanity get through tough times. We hope to bring a little light back with music tonight. With that being said, please welcome our very first artist of the evening, Eric Limarenko. He will be serenading us tonight on acoustic guitar with accompanying vocals. Some of you may recognize him from our awesome show intro, as he was part of the inaugural episode of Summit Sessions Live. Eric has been a CMU faculty member here in the Broadcast and Cinematic Arts program for almost 13 years. He has won many awards in film, broadcast, and podcasting, with some of his most notable awards including Communicator Award for Art Direction for his music video, Waiting in the Rain, Bronze Telly Award winner for music video for Fly Away, and Communicator Award of Distinction for his movie trailer for his Flint documentary, Nor Any Drop to Drink. Please join me in welcoming Eric Limarenko back to the SSL stage.
Are all the prints rolled and put away? Why do I pace this room? Pictures should be on the wall where they do stay. Emptiness shouldn't frame the gloom. A table with revolving meals is not a home. But I guess we all gotta eat to live. The menu has been set in stone and I'm too young. I don't know what else there is to give. So I will go for a walk, leave my maps behind. The songs in my head will lead the way, and I've already crossed the line. Why don't I mind if I drive home on E? You know I never really seem to stall. And what's the difference if my socks don't match? I really love that feeling when I start to fall. Why haven't I felt all these ways before? You know, maybe I'm just too damn dumb to see. Or maybe someday you will knock down my wall and break the only picture that exists of me. And I will go for a walk, leave my maps behind. The songs in my head will lead the way, and I've already crossed the line. Yes, we will go for a walk, leave our maps behind. The songs in our head will lead the way, and I've already crossed the line. Thank you. So this next one is called Fly Away, and all the songs I'm performing this evening are off of a film that I made, a compilation of original songs, and yeah, I hope you like it. Well, I know that you're stuck on a runway in the snow. California's looming and you've really gotta go. Your bags are packed for somewhere, ain't it great to be that free? But your heart's growing heavy and you just can't let it be. So fly away and see the truth. Cry away. It's up to you. The signs are all around you, but they're saying different things. And you can't stop the wheel of time or the future that it brings. But it's your own smile that slows down this silly world. And there are oysters all around you. You just have to find that pearl and fly away and see the truth. Cry away. It's up to you. The landing's coming soon, my dear. It's gonna be a bumpy ride. But let me say this loud and clear, I can be right by your side. But it's your own mind that will pull up to the gate, and no one knows what is coming next or who decides our fate. So fly away and feel your truth. Cry away. It's up to you. Fly away and find your truth. Leave or stay. It's up to you. It's up to you. Thank you. Through all these dark years, the backyard's looking fine. We chased away all the white-tailed deer into the oakwood and the pine. Through all these dark years, a brief moment so bold. They say the hotter love will burn, the faster it does become cold. And through all these dark years, the truth is harder to find. He never got over all his fears and all those that he'll leave behind. And through all these dark years, the reflection in the windows looking thin. rabbits are casually mocking him as his best friend drowns in bitter sins. And what the hell is a dog here? You know there's no such thing as we call time. We're all just spinning in circles, trying to find the perfect rhymes. And through all these dark years, still I can hear the music play. He chases his tail under the sun, and all the notes that got away.
Eric Limarenko with Dog Ears. Now we're going to take a short break, but we'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
En la región central de Estados Unidos hay un promedio de más de 850 tornados cada año y últimamente el número de inundaciones también ha aumentado. Por eso, lo más probable es que vuelva a haber más tornados e inundaciones en el área. Y con tantas actividades, es probable que cuando suceda usted no esté con sus hijos. ¿Saben ellos qué hacer? Listo.gov/niños tiene información para facilitar esta conversación. Cuando llegue el momento, se sentirán preparados y no asustados. Así que hable con su familia hoy mismo.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Me llamo Raquel Mendoza y esta es mi vida. Mis hijos están envueltos en muchas actividades. Eso requiere mucho estrés y correr para acá y para allá. A veces mi familia necesita un escape. Este lugar trae mucha paz y hay mucha calma, mucha naturaleza. Quiero regresar con mi familia más seguido.
Encuentra el bosque más cercano en descubreelbosque.org. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando Mario me dijo que tenía problemas en el trabajo, que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él. Y quiero que me apoyen, que me entiendan y que me quieran.
Welcome back. Now, Eric, I have some questions for you. Firstly, how did you get into music in the first place?
Wow. Well, I think behind breathing, eating, and drinking, music comes next.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's always been there. It's been such an important part of my life since I can remember.
Yeah, what was the first artist that you remember loving when you were younger?
It's a great question. I would say Sesame Street would probably be the base layer
Yeah.
of music. And then from there, my first cassette was the Beatles' Revolver. And I think I had a Billy Joel. And then the show Fame. There was a television show and Broadway show called Fame, and I had that soundtrack. And I think that was on big rotation when I was young.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So who would you consider to be your #1 musical inspiration?
Oof. That's a really hard question because there's just so many. Yeah. You know, I think maybe lyrically, thematically, Bob Dylan would be there. But then, you know, I love exploratory music in the electric realm, like what the Grateful Dead does with improvisational music, and you know, bands like Fish and Widespread Panic and the jam band genre. So that's always something interesting to listen to because it's always new. The patterns are always evolving. It's something to really sink your teeth into. So that keeps me motivated.
Yeah, for sure. So you were on our very first episode of
was.
Summit Sessions Live.
It was.
How does that experience then compare to now?
I mean, the coolest thing is to watch it evolve, right? So big props to Aaron Jones for really, you know, this was Aaron's baby that he started. And then, so we're 10 seasons in. So it's just a group of students, just one after another, and it just revolves. And the students' motivation has kept this thing alive, which is really cool to see. We obviously went through a couple of tough years, but you know, it hasn't stopped anything, and now it's better than ever. And you know, and before the show started, I said, you know, you guys should be proud of yourselves because you're running a smooth operation. You know, it's learning grounds. That's obviously going to be a thing, but I mean, you're all professional, and the other group, we've been hanging out, and you know, just high accolades at how professional the setup is. So it's been really, you know, I'm proud that it's grown into this.
Yeah, for sure. Appreciate you saying that.
Yeah.
We do put a lot of effort in. So
I am biased.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
So a little bit. Yeah.
Now you said all of your songs tonight have come from a musical film that you did. We do have a clip here from the film.
Cool.
I think it's from the beginning here. Okay. Yeah, so I see that you're wearing the same necklace that's featured in this film. Can you talk a little bit about the significance of that?
It was a gift from my wife, and I don't know. I really love the colors. I love the Tree of Life. I love sacred geometry. I think there's a lot sacred geometry and music. There's a lot of crossover with understanding frequencies, understanding balance, understanding contrast. So I use it as a jumping off point to, I don't know, explore colors and themes throughout the film.
Yeah.
You know, it was a fun piece I brought it into Photoshop, and if you watch the film, I broke the piece up into each color and I animated it, and they each have their own sort of treatment for each song.
Okay, that's sweet. And then how did that movie and all the accompanying songs come about? How did that all happen?
Just time and inspiration, and you know, they're classic, really themes of love and loss and that sort of thing, you know. And just and a lot of like poems or rudimentary songs that I had that I didn't really do anything with, but then kind of brought things together, and then all of a sudden the just like a burst of inspiration between lyrics and music happened. So at the same time, my tenure was happening, and it just seemed like a good idea to not waste the inspiration.
Yeah.
So just pulled all the skill sets I could together to make something that I could submit to film festivals and keep up my academic research going.
Yeah, for sure. That's super cool. Very passionate about it, I see.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much to Eric Limarenko for answering all of my burning questions. Now we're going to head to break, but don't go anywhere because he will be back to perform 3 more songs for you right after this.
I want want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Me llamo Raquel Mendoza y esta es mi vida. Mis hijos están envueltos en muchas actividades. Eso requiere mucho estrés y correr para acá y para allá. A veces mi familia necesita un escape. Este lugar trae mucha paz y hay mucha calma, mucha naturaleza. Quiero regresar con mi familia más seguido.
Encuentra el bosque más cercano en descubreelbosque.org. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando Mario me dijo que tenía problemas en el trabajo, que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él. Y quiero que me apoyen, que me entiendan y que me quieran.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
We are back. Now, it's not too late to submit your questions for Eric. Feel free to send them in on Twitter at @Summit_SessionsLive or leave a comment right here on our YouTube Live. Here is Eric with his next song, Waiting in the Rain.
Get off at my stop. It's called Earl's Court. The masses will be merging all crazy sorts. Go up the stairs and look to the light. Go past the pub and make a right. And I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, waiting in the rain of what I have remained. You'll go past the houses a century old. You'll see all the statues have been stripped of their gold. You'll come upon a park, it's been wrapped in black paint. And I don't care if you're really late. And I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, waiting in the rain of what I hall. We'll jump up on the roof where you can see it all. The cathedrals all stand strong in the fog and the mist, and the only thing I'll look for is to steal your kiss. And I'll be there for you. I'll be there for you, waiting in the rain of what I have remained. I'll wait for you in the rain. I'll wait for you in the rain. I'll wait for you in the rain. Hey. That song was written about a little area in London. This next song is called Red Shoes. The moon is out in the blue sky. Desert flowers are starting to bloom. The lizard, she's all had her lunch. Now you're standing alone in an empty room. Don't wash the red dust from your dirty shoes. There's plenty more to go and we've got nothing left to lose. So don't wash the red dust from your dirty shoes. The car's all packed and you're ready to go. You're trying to find your way. The wheels roll down as you talk to yourself. The sun will shine brighter one day. Just don't wash the red dust from your dirty shoes. There's plenty more to go and we've got nothing left to lose. Don't wash the red dust from your dirty shoes. Tomorrow's all your victory songs. The dance, it goes on and on. Your smile grows wide with each new star. Your light will see a new dawn. Just don't wash the red dust from your dirty shoes. There's plenty more to go and we've got nothing left to lose. So don't wash the red dust from. Don't wash the red dust from. Don't wash the red dust from your dirty shoes. There's plenty more to go and I'm not through with you. So don't wash the red dust from. Don't wash the red dust from your dirty shoes. Here. All right, this last one's called I Know. Come on by, let yourself in, just lock the door. The smiles all around you won't hurt anymore. Your next words could be your last, so think 'em through. That sun gonna rise up in spite of you. And I know, you know that we'll be fine. And I know that you know that we're all lost in time. And I know that you know we gotta stick to the facts. And I know you know there ain't no looking back. true. Just try to keep the light in front of you. The walrus and the carpenter got nothing left to say, 'cause I'm the oyster that got away. And I know, you know that we'll be fine. I know that you know that we're all lost in time. And I know, you know, we got to stick to the facts. And I know, you know that there ain't no looking back. And I'm sorry, I run so slow, I forgot my belt. You know this ain't the first time that I've looked like hell. And what's the use of the worrying for? I just wanna feel good when I come through the front door. And I know that you know that we'll be fine. And I know that you know that we're all lost in time. And I know you got to stick to the facts. And I know you know that there ain't no looking back. I know you know. And I know you know. And Han knows that Leia knows. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Once again, that was Eric Limarenko with I Know. Now let's see what questions our audience has, both here in the studio and those at home. Let's start with one from the viewers at home. Coming in from Twitter, do you have any hobbies other than music?
Yep, I love to cook. If I could, do anything, I love cooking, all types. So I definitely say it's a hobby.
Any favorite meal of yours to cook?
I've been into soups lately.
Okay.
Yeah. So I've been, I just did a broccoli feta soup, which was surprisingly really, really good.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah. Little orzo, some small pasta.
Yeah.
It's nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right, we have a question here in the audience.
For your one song, you mentioned kind of as an inspiration from a geographic location in London. Do you have any particular memorable geographic locations that inspired any of your music?
That song in particular, Waiting in the Rain, is literal instructions of going out of the tube in South Kensington at Earl's Court Station. And if you follow the instructions, you'll end up, you'll pass the statues stripped of gold. You'll end up at the park. You can go into a building where you can go up on a roof. Like it's all real. The other one, Red Shoes, was actually in Las Vegas in the desert. It was and the shoes got covered in dust. Yeah.
Great question. Coming in from YouTube, how long did it take to grow the beard?
Oh, my students can tell you, this is short right now. I just had it cut for this special occasion. Usually I go a little, it's a little bigger. I get the Santa, so it doesn't take very long at all. This will be out to here by next week.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it grow fast?
Very fast.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, question from our audience here.
So I saw that you did film as well.
Mm-hmm.
What movie? Do you have any specific movie that really inspires you, or
Great
just
question.
a favorite?
Great question. My favorites are always kind of revolving. I really love Dazed and Confused. That's a good one. As far as classics, things like The Graduate, The Godfather. I'm a cliche film professor, so I've got to say those certain things. But from my youth, films like Heathers and The Kids Are All Right. I really loved the kind of that Gen X angsty stuff.
Nice, perfect. Let's see, do we have another social question? Coming in from YouTube, do you feel that your experience in film influences your music? Similar to the last question.
Yes. I kind of, the music thing is almost like, almost like I have to do it. Like I know I'm not. I guess there's a certain process as an artist. So, and I think as far as creating things go, for me, the way I approach a film project and the way I approach music seems to be pretty similar. And I'm just like learning that myself. It's a lot of self-discovery as I'm creating things. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm really lazy during this part, or like I really start to procrastinate. And then all of a sudden, like, I'll get one spark in an idea and I don't know where the energy comes from and I can't stop. And I can't stop until I'm happy with it. And sometimes that'll be 10 minutes, sometimes that'll be 10 weeks. And so it's really comparable a process.
Yeah, for sure. Another question from our audience.
All right. I really like your music, Eric.
Thank you.
Two-part question, kind of. Do you perform around this area, and also were you born and raised here in Michigan?
Nope. I kind of moved around a lot. I was born in New Jersey. I've lived in Florida, Georgia, North Carolina, London. But I'll call I've lived in Michigan longer than anywhere else, so I think I count as a Michigander. Honestly, I haven't played in front of people in 3 years. They asked me to do this. I was kind of hesitant, and then they were persistent, so I said yes. I'm glad I did. I just haven't had the opportunity because of all the other projects and things I work on. I also produce a podcast. It's called Comes the Time, the Comes the Time podcast, if you guys want to check it out. It's a music-based and comedy and stuff. Anyway, but I used to play a lot. I used to play a couple of venues. I had a standing Monday night gig for a while around here. So I feel like I've had 5 or 6 different lifetimes in Mount Pleasant. Yeah.
All right, let's see. Another question coming in from YouTube. Why did you choose film as the medium to release your music? Great question.
I needed tenure. And I had I'm not a traditional academic. I don't write articles, so I depend on my academic career depends on my research, which is my creative endeavors. So at that particular moment, the muse struck me with this music, and ding, ding, ding. I teach film production, so that's where my tenure track has to stay on. But having these songs and this music where I could pair it to a visual, it just seemed. Definitely the universe threw me a bone.
Yeah.
As she does.
Yeah, I love that. Well, thank you so much to Eric Limarenko for joining us tonight for our weekend special of Summit Sessions Live. Now I'm going to toss it over to Megan Hart with Music in the Mitten. Right after that, we'll have our second musical act here to perform for you. Stick around.
Welcome to a Music in the Mitten special, a segment of Summit Sessions Live devoted entirely to what's new and up and coming in music. First, let's take a look at what's new with bands who have performed on Summit Sessions Live. Indie rock band from Monroe, Michigan, Hemingway Lane, released a single titled Dugout late last year. The song mixes pop and indie with a catchy chorus, and this comes after their debut album, From My Heart to Yours. The Non-Professionals, an emo rock band, released a single just before the new year titled Hiding Sad, which has an upbeat musical tune. The Non-Professionals started in 2017 and released multiple singles and an album titled Animal Songs that they performed on Summit Sessions Live last season. In Ann Arbor, rock artist Sonny Danger released a 5-track album titled I Wish I Never Got to Know You in 2022. He also released the hit single Back to Bleak earlier that year. Besides being a rock band, Sonny Danger is an art collective consisting of artists from around the state of Michigan. The alternative rock band Post Eden released their debut album Solace in Entropy in January. The track list had a variety of songs with groovy beats and catchy songs. My personal fave on the record is Thanks for Stopping By. The icing on the cake, in February, the Metro Detroit band released the single Smile at the Moon, which is another banger from the band. All of these local bands can be found on Spotify and Apple Music. Now, a look at this year's exciting upcoming releases. Next week, pop artist Gracie Abrams' debut album, Good Riddance, is set to release on February 24th. After the album was announced, Gracie scheduled a headlining tour, the closest stop being in Chicago, Illinois, or Canada. Her other song, I Miss You, I'm Sorry, went viral on TikTok in 2020. The next album to look out for is Morgan Wallen's One Thing at a Time. This 36-track album is full of the highs and lows from Morgan's life since he released his last album in 2021. Look out for this combination of country and pop on March 3rd. After Miley Cyrus's single Flowers has topped the charts, high expectations are set for her upcoming album Endless Summer Vacation, coming out on March 10th. This album is said to be a new era for Miley's music. She details the strength found in her physical and mental health well-being while living in LA. If you're looking for new music to wallow to, Lana Del Rey's long-awaited album, Did You Know There's a Tunnel Under Ocean Boulevard, is coming out on March 24th. Lana promoted this record with a singular billboard in her ex's hometown, a sneak peek into the revenge-driven songs to come. To continue with the sad indie genre, the power trio Boy Genius is releasing an album called The Record on March 31st. The band as a whole hasn't created anything new since 2018, focusing on solo careers. Phoebe Bridgers, Lucy Dacus, and Julian Baker add their own spin to the 3 songs already out: True Blue, Emily I'm Sorry, and $20. I cannot wait to be absolutely heartbroken by the rest of the tracks. Rock band Metallica is paying tribute to what it's like to be 18 in their album 72 Seasons. This is the band's 11th studio album following a release in 2016. 2 singles, Lux Eterna and Screaming Suicide, have already been released with more to come. Metallica will tour after the album drops April 14th. The sibling pop stars, the Jonas Brothers, told Billboard that they are releasing a record titled The Album. After their revival tour Happiness Begins in 2019, the childhood stars are here with fresh new music. These tracks are to commemorate an almost 20-year music career for the brothers. Check out The Album on May 5th. Well known for his role Scott McCall in TV series Teen Wolf, Tyler Posey has announced his album Unravel. He has released a single from the track list, Lemon, which plays in the credits of Paramount Plus's original Teen Wolf the Movie. This is Tyler's 3rd album as an independent artist. Unravel is set to release on May 26th. Don't miss it. Well, that's all the time we have today for the Music in the Mitten release radar. I'm your host, Megan Hart, and we'll be back with Summit Sessions Live after a short break. Stick around.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. He's here. He's here. Wait. Why? I can't drive. Why? My. Oh.
Good evening and welcome back to the Season 10 weekend special of Summit Sessions Live. I'm your host, Charlie Fawson, and we are here inside Moore Hall Studios at Central Michigan University with a live studio audience. We also have a group watching live in Moore 105. There they are. This is a student-produced program that's coming to you live on MHTV, our YouTube Live channel, and the Mountain 91.5. Our amazing audio mix is brought to you by Moore Media Records. Oh, looks like they're taking a break. Oh, maybe not. Wake it up. Don't forget to send your questions for our next band on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions or in the comments section right here on our YouTube Live. We'll also be taking questions live from our audience here in the studio. Our second musical act of the night is Daryl and the Beans. Based right here in Mount Pleasant, all three members of Daryl and the Beans are professors of creative writing here at CMU. We have Jeffrey Bean, aka Daryl, on vocals, guitar, and bass. Darren Doyle, aka Bean, is on vocals, guitar, banjo, drums, and djembe. Robert Fanning, aka Bean, is on vocals, guitar, drums, tambourine, maracas, and leg. And for this show, they have a special guest, Bruno Voigt, a current CMU student, joining them on keyboard and djembe. Daryl and the Beans played their first show at the final reading of the Wellspring Literary Series in April 2012, which they made a tradition until 2020, when the pandemic put the series on hiatus. They also played several times for the Max and Emily's Summer Concert Series, where they opened for Jeff Daniels, the Paddlebots, and Joe Hertler in the Rainbow Seekers. Introducing for the first time ever on the Summit Sessions Live stage, Daryl and the Beans.
Hello, Mount Pleasant. Good to see you all. Thanks for being here. This awesome live studio audience. It's a great feeling to be here, and we're so happy to be playing for you guys. Shout out to Eric Limarenko, and for him again. Great
Yeah.
music. That was awesome. And a shout out to More 105. We see you fans in More 105 too, so thanks for being here. All right, this is our first tune. Darren Doyle wrote it. It's called Mr. Freakout.
I don't wanna play this game anymore. All of the things you're fighting for can't fit inside your mirror. Hey, Mr. Freakout, don't you wanna talk about it anymore? Or do you just want to shout and cry and scream until we hear you? I know that you were one time at the top of the heap. I can't believe I ever thought that you weren't a creep. You tell us that you're special, but you're really just the same. We watch you break the window, then you tell us we're to blame.
Hey, Mr. Freakout.
I don't wanna.
Hey, Mr.
Freakout. I'm gonna pick you up off the floor, kick you right out the door.
Hey, Mr. Freakout.
Mr. Freakout, when will you go away? 'Cause that's what we're waiting for. Hey, Mr. Freakout, I don't wanna hear your side anymore. I'm gonna tie you down, tick you off, and leave you where I found you before.
Hey, Mr. Freakout.
I live it like a slip and slide where truth falls on its face. You lead us through your garbage and you tell us it's your race. Look around and find another sucker for your game. You'll write your stupid story, then you'll start it all again. Hey, Mr. Freakout. Hey, Mr. Freakout. Hey, Mr. Freakout. Hey, Mr. Freakout. Mr. Freakout.
Thank you. Thank you very much. It's great to be here, and this next tune is written kind of, in honor of this time of year, filled with love and romance. Valentine's Day just ended, and the song is about that young love. Are you good, Robert? All right. This song is called You Want Me Dead.
You want me dead, and I can't blame you. For 18 years you've watched me waste away.
Like a flower in the spring, I lost everything you gave me. You don't have to pinch yourself, you know I'm still around. At the sound of the beep, just smile and pull the trigger. 'Cause you want me dead. You want me dead. And I can't blame you. For 18 years you've watched me waste away. Like a flower in the spring, I lost everything you gave me. Buy yourself a violin to show I'm still your hun. I'm still the one who can make you sad enough to cry all your makeup off. You want me dead. You want me dead. And I can't blame you. For 18 years you've watched me waste away, girl. Like a flower in the spring, I lost everything you gave me. You gave me. Thank you.
That was Daryl and the Beans with their song, You Want Me Dead. Now we're going to take a quick break, but don't worry because we'll be right back.
En la región central de Estados Unidos hay un promedio de más de 850 tornados cada año y últimamente el número de inundaciones también ha aumentado. Por eso, lo más probable es que vuelva a haber más tornados e inundaciones en el área. Y con tantas actividades, es probable que cuando suceda usted no esté con sus hijos. ¿Saben ellos qué hacer? Listo.gov/niños tiene información para facilitar esta conversación. Cuando llegue el momento, se sentirán preparados y no asustados. Así que hable con su familia hoy mismo.
If you need to do something to feel okay to drive, you're not okay to drive. Don't drive buzzed.
I want to eat apples and bananas. I need to eat apples and bananas. Why can't I eat apples and bananas?
Support the Feeding America nationwide network of food banks to help provide meals to those in need. Join us at feedingamerica.org.
Me llamo Raquel Mendoza y esta es mi vida. Mis hijos están envueltos en muchas actividades. Eso requiere mucho estrés y correr para acá y para allá. A veces mi familia necesita un escape. Este lugar trae mucha paz y hay mucha calma, mucha naturaleza. Quiero regresar con mi familia más seguido.
Encuentra el bosque más cercano en descubreelbosque.org. El bosque, más cerca de lo que crees.
Okay, Dad. 1, 2, 3. You saved me. Dad?
Are you okay?
I'm fine, dear.
Your hero needs you now, and AARP is here to help. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando Mario me dijo que tenía problemas en el trabajo, que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él y quiero que me apoyen, que me entiendan y que me quieran.
Now I have some questions for all of you. Firstly, how did all this start? How did you start making music together?
Well, actually, we were invited to do a faculty talent show for College of Liberal Arts and Social Sciences, which used to be CHSBS in those days. And we thought, that's great. Robert and Darren and I said, you know, we were all musicians kind of in former lives. We should get together and work up a song to play for this talent show. I was like, we'll win the talent show, this will be great. So we worked up the song. What we did was a song we still play. It's a slow 3-part harmony, slow jam version of Come On Feel the Noise, you know, that metal song.
Yeah.
And so we do this kind of weird cover of it. And so we worked that song up. We had it all ready to go. And we were the only entrants in the talent show. Nobody else wanted to.
So we won, really.
So we won.
by
We won.
default.
Yeah.
we won.
We were declared the winners and given a trophy.
No.
But we decided we have to do something with this.
Yeah.
So, you know, this was really fun, getting together and playing. We got to do something. So we started playing regularly at the Wellspring Literary Series, which is a literary series that Robert started that brings writers from Michigan, usually, from the region, to read, and those writers are paired with a musician, and so we started playing at that, and then kind of kept that going as a tradition ever since, until the pandemic, and then but then we're back into it now. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Seems like you guys are really passionate about music.
Yeah,
for sure. Well, Bruno, you're a student here, so how did you start playing with these guys?
You know, I came to do a sound check with them a year ago. They said, we need somebody to just make sure it sounds good. So I showed up to the venue they were playing that for their April show. I was like, yeah, it sounds really good. And they were like, you know, you play instruments, Bruno. You should add some keyboard. And so it's been a lot of fun adding to the soundscape a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. So as a group, who would you consider to be the #1 musical inspiration?
Oh, wow.
Oh, gosh, it's really hard to pin one down.
Yeah.
Probably Dolly Parton. Honestly, we've never talked about it. Yeah. But we all have very, you know, a wide range of music that we love. You know, rock and you know, Bean brings the funk and the disco and the soul, and Darren's the classic rock and
old country songs.
Yeah, old country. We all love a range of music.
And I think that's been a fun thing about the band is we try to play a bunch of different styles. You'll even hear it tonight where we'll play a bunch of different styles, and so we like a lot of different music.
Yeah, for sure. Got to keep it fresh.
Yeah, but Dolly's the #1.
Yeah,
I do love Dolly Parton actually.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah.
All right, so Jeffrey, we heard that you have a popular poem called Figures 528, also known as the Duck Poem.
The Duck Poem, yes.
We have a graphic of it here. So tell me a little bit about that poem and what inspired you to write it.
Well, that was actually an interesting source of inspiration. I was just looking at Instagram and I saw this graphic of, it looked like it turned out to be, I didn't even know what it was, it turned out to be from an animation textbook.
Okay.
And it was little, like for cartooning textbook, I think. And it was little circles, like little faces that just had, it was like kind of a profile view of sort of a smiley face, but just each one had a different eyebrow. Like the eyebrow would be kind of like up arched looking fierce, or it'd be way up high and the person looked relaxed. And the idea was it just showed that just with the change of eyebrow, it was a totally different expression or a totally different feeling. And I just saw this, but I thought they looked like little ducks. They weren't supposed to be ducks, but I just thought they looked like ducks. And so I just like would look at a random one and write whatever came to mind. And so I did a draft like that, and then I kind of shaped it and revised it a few times.
Yeah.
But that was the inspiration. I don't usually find things on Instagram that inspire me to write poems, but that did. So
That's awesome. And then Darren and Robert, not to leave you guys out, what would be your favorite class to teach here at Central?
I teach a lot of creative writing classes from the intro level up to graduate level, and it's really hard to say a favorite. I mean, every body of students brings a different energy, and you know, the intro students are great because a lot of them are trying stuff for the first time, and there's a lot of energy from that. And then of course the graduate students have been doing it for longer, and so there's different. So I have to cop out and not choose a favorite. I just like the topic I teach, so I'll go with that.
Yeah, and like Darren said, it's much the same for me. Every class is different. I love them all for different reasons. Intro to creative writing brings, you know, students who are nervous about it but excited, and it's so fun to give them you know, the art and to open it up for them. And then a lot of them stay on board. They like that class so much that they take the intermediate courses and the advanced courses, and then we can go deeper into each genre, you know, like Bean and I teach poetry, and Darren and Matt Robertson. Matt Robertson's sort of another spiritual Bean. He's beside us here on the couch. So we all teach, you know, the similar classes, but I love each class for different reasons.
Yeah, for sure. So as a group, where would be your dream venue to perform? Any place stand out?
We're really nervous about leaving Mount Pleasant. We're on a world tour, actually, as we have been for years. But
we've talked about playing at the football stadium, you know, possibly a halftime show. So
our final song
that's
tonight,
our dream one.
you'll see, would be a good one for the halftime at a football game.
And we'll be true stadium rockers then.
Yeah, for sure.
But
maybe
really,
City Hall. I mean, City Hall.
I mean, our world fame begins tonight, so we haven't really, you know, talked about it, but.
Yeah, for sure. So where can all of our listeners find your music?
We're on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube, I think. I know those three for sure, and I have a few other platforms as well.
And we also have CDs and T-shirts. As you can see, we're wearing shirts. So.
Love the shirts.
Yeah, and the T-shirts, I guess I'll just say, anybody who wants to order a T-shirt, we sell these T-shirts and our music to benefit a scholarship in the English department, a creative writing award called the Daryl and the Beans Prize. The T-shirts are $15 each.
Okay.
And if anybody watching or in the audience wants one, you can just email me, and my email address is bean, B-E-A-N, 1J @cmich.edu. Just email me and say, hey, I saw your rock and roll performance. I want a T-shirt. I want to be a groupie. How does I make this happen? And I'll send you a gallery and an order form for you to order a T-shirt. So email me, bean1j@cmich.edu.
All right. Well, thank you so much to Daryl and the Beans for answering all of my burning questions. If you still have questions, there's still time to send them in on Twitter @Summit_Sessions or right here on the comments on our YouTube Live. It's time for another short break with Megan Hart, but we'll be right back with more from Daryl and the Beans. Sweet. Thank you.
Welcome back to Music in the Mint and More. Last week, I got the chance to talk to some of CMU's very own students about what music they were listening to, and they had some great answers. Check it out.
Hi, and welcome to a special edition of Music in the Mint and More, where we talk to CMU students about what they're listening to right now. Let's get into it. Hey girl, what are you listening to?
That's No Fun by Steve Lacy.
What song are you listening to?
Fireflies by Owl City.
That's a good one, a classic. All right, what song are you listening to?
Music for a Sushi Restaurant by Harry Styles.
All right, so what song are you listening to?
I'm listening to Nipsey Hussle Dedication.
How long till opportunity meet preparation? So what song are you listening to?
Daydreaming, Harry Styles.
All right, what song are you listening to?
UG Law by Fiji's.
What song are you listening to?
I'm listening to James Young, Infinity.
What are you listening to? What song are you listening to?
I'm listening to Vancouver 3 by Mac DeMarco.
I'm listening to Cigarettes Out the Window by TV Girl.
All right, what song are you listening to?
Boo Thing by Kelly Rowlands.
It's a good one. Okay, what song are you listening to?
Get to Getting Gone by Bailey Zimmerman.
What are you listening to?
Currently, I'm listening to Best of Birding by the Rolling Stones.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay, so what song are you listening to?
Long, Long Time by Linda Ronstadt.
So what are you listening to?
What You Need by Don Toliver.
So what are you listening to?
Where'd All the Time Go by Dr. Dog.
Nice. So what song are you listening to?
Sherving by Rome Streets featuring Boldy James.
It was so much fun getting a chance to talk to CMU students about their music taste. Once again, I'm Megan Hart with Music in the Mitten, and we'll be right back with Summit Sessions Live, the weekend special, after a short break.
Because of you, I felt hopeless.
Because you said rude things about my work, I started to question my own voice.
I know it was a joke, but it still hurt me.
Because you shared something about me that was private, I felt embarrassed.
Because you said hi to me on the first day of school, I felt included and I knew that I was going to be okay.
Because you were there when I was coming out, you helped me regain my confidence.
I'm still here today because of you.
Mario fue pintor más de 30 años. Cuando Mario me dijo que tenía problemas en el trabajo, que se le estaban olvidando las cosas, fue difícil.
Yo le diría a la gente que le diga a su familia lo que está pasando con él. Y quiero que me apoyen, que me entiendan y que me quieran.
Welcome back. Now here is Daryl and the Beans with their song, A Feel for Your Needs, etc.
Thanks. So, as I sing this song, I want you to picture the most passionate shoe salesman that ever lived. That's who's singing to you right now.
You've been walking past my shoe store, girl, for so long. From J.C. Penney to the jeweler into Capital One. Girl, you look so spent after you shifted Red Lobster. Come on in and have a seat, and we'll get you measured. Gonna get a feel for your needs, etc. We'll go over the basics, Velcro or laces, Adidas, Nike or Asics. Baby, come on, come on, come on. Girl, girl, come on, come on. It's hot outside today, but it's cool in this mall. It's cool in this mall. Do you need a frozen yogurt or an Annie's pretzel? An Annie's pretzel. Can you hear your feet? They're crying out for sweet comfort. They're crying for sweet comfort, girl. Come on in and have a seat, and we'll get you measured. And we'll get you measured. Gonna get a feel for your needs, etc. We'll go over There's no need to try to hide. Inside my chest I'm going wild. Girl, my heart's in your shoebox. Gonna get a feel for your needs, etc. We'll go over the basics. Velcro or laces, Adidas, Nike or Asics. Baby, come on, come on, come on. Girl, girl, come on, come on. Girl, girl, come on, come on, come on. Girl, 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 come on, come on. Girl,
Thank you, thank you. All right, a little quick instrument change here, and this song is about being young and all the beautiful highs and lows that come with that. It's called Dollar Store.
grapevine, hard times, sad heart, sunshine.
Grapevine at the dollar store. You were here last night and now you're back for more. You found a sweet, sweet sweater, brand new dance, $2 dream for only 99 cents, yeah. Hard times at the record shop. The kids keep a rockin', but the pain won't stop. Yeah. Flat vinyl in a 3D world. On the flip side, everybody's boys and girls, yeah.
Hard times, hard times, hard times, hard times.
Roll on fast, skeleton past. Your eyes ahead on the prize we're fed. Stopping to stare won't get you anywhere. Aren't you glad that you can drive? Aren't you happy to be alive? Yeah, yeah. Sad heart at the roller rink. The girls are clean, but the boys all stink. Yeah. Snack machine paying out cash. Popcorn hippies at a Mary Jane bash.
Sad heart, sad heart, sad heart, sad heart.
Sunshine at the shopping mall. A drinking morning in the bathroom stall. Yeah. Arcade tokens holding hands and falling in love in a minivan. Yeah.
Sunshine, 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 sunshine.
Roll on fast, skeleton past. Your eyes ahead on the prize we're fed. Stopping to stare won't get you anywhere. Aren't you glad that you can drive? Aren't you happy to be alive? Yeah, yeah.
Grapevine, hard times, sad heart, sunshine.
Grapevine,
hard times, sad heart, sunshine.
Right. Thank you.
Daryl and the Beans with their song Dollar Store. Now it's time for some social questions from our live audience and from the viewers at home. Let's start with one from our viewers at home. From YouTube, what's up with the nicknames? I think they're referring to Daryl and Bean.
Well, the way that the band's name came about is that Darren Doyle, there on guitar and drums, he gets called often in his life Daryl, because I think people just combine Darren and Doyle into Daryl. And so we had a joke about that, how people knew him as Daryl. And somehow I was talking to a student, and I just said, we joked, it should be called Daryl and the Beans. And then somehow, just to mess with people, since I go by Bean, my name is Jeffrey Bean, I go by Bean, I said I should be Daryl and they're the Beans. So we just do it as a kind of a joke. So, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. From our audience.
Typically in group bands, there is a bad boy. So who in this band would be the bad boy?
Definitely Bruno.
It's gotta be Bean.
Yeah.
Oh.
Bruno. That's why we needed an edge, so we brought in Bruno. No.
Yeah, that's right. We were missing that.
The rest of us
element.
are old.
Yeah, right. That's why we needed Bruno. Yeah. He has a criminal record. No, he doesn't. He's an upstanding citizen.
All right, let's see. Coming in from YouTube, who came up with the design for your shirts? Great question.
Yeah, that was a friend of mine in Kalamazoo. Shout out to my friend Chris, who did all of our designs. We also have one that is not represented here that's kind of like the Burger King logo, but it says Daryl and the Beans in a couple buns. So, yeah, we have a few that were passed on the first time, so we might sometime dig into those other ones and see if we can come up with some new designs as well.
For sure. One from our audience here.
All right, so you guys are great. Do you get around together just for fun? I mean, obviously you're passionate about music, and so these things are fun, but I'm sure you just do this because you like it.
Well, it pays the bills, too. No, it does not. No, yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, we're all professors for our day jobs, but it's absolutely just a wonderful outlet, stress relief. It's a lot of fun that we have together. I think you can tell we love hanging out with each other and playing music, and so, yeah, it's just for the joy of it, for sure, yeah.
And for the students, too. We love playing for the students. They have a blast with it.
Yeah.
Awesome. Coming in from Twitter, do you name your instruments, and if so, what? Got a lot of instruments on that stage.
I think only one of them is officially named, which is the bass, which is named Juno from the person I bought it from. So that's Juno.
I will call my guitar Ralph after that question.
Nice.
I like that.
So
I'm going to call mine Bruno in honor of Bruno.
Juno, Bruno,
No, just now.
Ralph.
I just named him.
And we'll call Bruno Hank. You see how the name tag thing works? The name thing works?
Yeah, for sure.
Name tags. You need name tags.
Question from our audience here.
Hi, do you guys have like a collective favorite song that you all love to play and perform live?
Well, obviously, Alma Mater is a fun one.
This will be our last song that you guys will hear. That's kind of our
We've
signature
been
song.
recently worked up Old Town Road. That's a really fun one to play. Any
Well, I
others
guess
that come
I
to
should
mind?
just say, we usually play covers with like weird arrangements as kind of our thing. But we have some originals, have to play originals since we're on air. But Alma Mater probably is maybe my favorite, I guess, to play. You'll hear that one in a minute.
Yep, coming up soon. From Twitter, what instrument is your least favorite to play?
Harpsichord.
Harpsichord.
Terrible instrument.
Why is it-
Absolutely horrible.
Why is it so bad to play?
I don't know. It's very old. It has like guitar picks. It's like, imagine a piano with guitar picks. Terrible
Yeah.
image.
I'm very old and I have guitar picks. I'm feeling offended by it now.
All right, another question here from our audience.
How does creative writing connect in with like your music if you guys use that to connect in?
Well, I think lyrics certainly. I mean, you're hearing originals tonight. I think when we write songs, that's the obvious connection. But I think with poetry too, it has a lot of rhythm in it, a lot of beats to the words. So yeah, I don't know how you guys.
Yeah, fiction writing too. It's all about the sounds of the words as much as the meaning of the words. So, or hopefully there's a marriage of those things, and music lets you blend those elements all the time.
Yeah, and I have a lot of students in my classes who are also songwriters, and I allow them to write lyrics instead of poems because they're really, I say twin sisters, lyrics and poems. So, yeah, there's a strong connection.
For sure. Good question. Let's see, coming in from YouTube, what is your fandom name? Thought about that one?
I don't know what a fandom
Yeah, I
name
think
is.
we
Is
need
that-
somebody
Like your
under
fan
20.
group?
Oh, fan group? Oh, the Beanie Babies.
Beanie Babies.
The
Oh.
Beanie Babies?
Yeah,
Yeah, our followers are known as the Beanie Babies, yes. Now I get it, yes, the Beanie Babies. There's one here tonight, but... Yeah, one.
Yeah!
There she is. One. They
Shout out
sometimes
to the
come in
Beanie
droves
Baby
of
Baby.
hundreds, but tonight is the one. Some new Beanie Babies might be being formed here, though.
Yeah, probably. All right, well, that is all the time we have for questions. A big thank you to our two acts tonight on Summit Sessions Live. Don't forget to keep up with us on Twitter at @Summit_Sessions and on Instagram at @Summit_Sessions Live. Now, to close us out, Daryl and the Beans will perform their original version of CMU's Alma Mater.
All right. So, I want to emphasize before we play this song that this is CMU's alma mater. Who is a CMU student right now? Let me hear a woo. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. Any CMU alums? All right, yeah, all right. So this one goes out to you. This is our alma mater. But I want to emphasize we have not changed a single word in CMU's alma mater. The lyrics are exactly the same as they are when the choir sings it. You might have heard a choir sing it. But the music is all our own original music, and I think you'll agree after you hear it that this is the music that these lyrics were really written to accompany. This is the way the song really was meant to be performed. So this is our version of CMU's alma mater.
Hear us now, evermore we praise thee. Hear us pledge our sacred vow, ever to defend thee. Alma mater, hear us now. Evermore we praise thee. Hear us pledge our sacred vow, ever to defend thee. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mighty Mother, Queen of Earth eternal, precious emblem of our life supreme, ever symbolizing truth and knowledge in glorified esteem. Mighty Mother, Queen of Earth eternal, precious emblem of our life supreme, ever symbolizing truth and knowledge in glorified esteem. One, two, three, four.
big thank you to Daryl and the Beans. And thank you to Eric Limarenko for being on this weekend special edition of Summit Sessions Live. Let's give both bands another round of applause. And another big thank you to our fantastic live audience. For Summit Sessions Live, I'm your host, Charlie Fawson. We'll see you next time.